Starting.
Bye.
Hi, good evening, and welcome to our Google Hangout today. Me and members of my group are going to be talking about internal branding and how it can improve or affect the customer experience positively or negatively. We would each be picking one brand, a brand we've had a personal experience with, and just try to talk about how internal branding might have helped to give us this experience, whether it was negative or positive. So my name is Toby,
My name is Lilian.
My name is Bumi.
And I am Dami.
and I will start off. First brand I'll be talking about is Apple, the maker of the iPhone, the iPad, and other appliances we know about today. We all already Apple is a brand which is known for innovation and products that they can all connect to each other. It's like when you have an iPad, you have a Mac, you have an iPhone, you can connect all of them together, and it's just a very innovative product. And from my personal experience, because I own those three gadgets, I'm going whenever I need help, and I go to the Apple store. I find like apart from the fact that all the reps in the store are very, very passionate about their job, they know about the product, and it's not just that like you don't, when you walk in there, you don't feel like they're just doing a job. You feel like they're happy to help you out, talk to you, let you charge your phone, and engage you in conversation. And it just goes to show like Apple, because they know they have to extend the experience from just their gadgets to customer care, they take time out. Because I've been to Apple stores in three different countries, and I know people who have been to Apple stores in other countries, and it's the same experience in every single one of them. The associates there take their time to help you out, and they just teach you new hacks, different things you can do on your phone, and you can even just walk in there if you want to charge your phone, and they come walk up to you, talk to you, engage you in conversation, let you test out the product. And it just goes to show everyone who works there is actually passionate about working for Apple, and they know the product, not just because they get paid, but because they want to do it, and they've been trained properly. And that's where internal branding comes, because internal branding also greatly affects a company's corporate culture. So just because of like knowing fully well that I can walk into one of those Apple stores whenever I have a problem with my phone, it just extends the experience for me. And for every time I walk into an Apple store, it's a very positive experience. So I'll be handing over Lillian now to talk about Starbucks.
Thank you, Toby. So I'll be talking about Starbucks and how I've been able to get a positive experience from using their products and services. For me, it's important when a company offers good service. That is, with my interaction with their employees, I'm able to get very good service from them. It leads to brand loyalty from me. Um, so I will start by saying that customers are usually drawn to brands that serve their interests, as I mentioned earlier, and it's always good for brands to engage their customers offline and online. And Starbucks does a very good job of engaging their customers even while they are in their stores. You can see that from the first moment you get into their store, they are greeting you warmly, and when they're serving you your drinks or your meals, they do that. They just go the extra mile. Um, so even their loyalty program is something that is very good, and in fact, that's what has made Starbucks like top of the mind for their customers. So for me, Starbucks, when you get into like the Starbucks location, you're usually greeted warmly, and from the Wi-Fi to how you get the employees to write your name down on the cup or your mug or whatever. For me, it's actually a plus. So that's why I would actually say that I've gotten my positive experience from Starbucks. And now I'll be handing over to Dami, who will. give our own experience.
Thank you, Lillian. Um, the brand I'll be talking about today concerning internal branding is MAC Cosmetics. First of all, I'd like to point out that MAC Cosmetics does not involve in any traditional advertising. Most of their promotion is done through word of mouth. So therefore, it is very important to build brand ambassadors, brand champions, brand influencers, brand advocates. And this is done through only creating positive experience when you get to the store through the sales associates and the customers. Whatever MAC cosmetics store you go to in anywhere in the world, there is always this positive, live, exciting atmosphere. The sales associates really know what they're talking about. They are passionate about the products. They help the consumers through all the decision making process from when even if they are confused about what to buy, they help them. So this is always like a good plus for Mac because once a consumer has a positive experience, it will generate leads. Like I know a lot of females that always have one positive thing or good thing to say about Mac Cosmetics. So this is a good thing because Mac does a good job of having their employees know what they stand for. There's a good communication strategy in place to know what they do and how to engage with the consumers and everybody. So yeah, this is a good thing, and because I've personally experienced that, so I'm happy and I spread the word for Mark. So this is one of the good reasons why I mentioned them as a good brand for internal branding. So now I'll be handing over to Bumi to give us our own personal experience on internal branding.
Thank you, Dami. For me, I'll be talking about United Airlines. And for me, I've actually had a very good experience with them because I think in every organization, if there's this thing of customer first in their employees, like their sales associate, is something that's so good and it goes a long way in the mind of the consumers or the customers. And that was the kind of experience I had with United Airlines. United Airlines, unlike other airlines, okay, there was a time I had like I almost missed my flight, and they actually booked the last seat for me. You know, who does that? Which company, which airline does that? It was something that really, really, really moved me. And you know, not just in that, there was a time also, I think I almost missed my flight also, and they called me like, "Hi, Bumi, you're 40 minutes late for your flight, and we're expecting you." And you know that also made me like, "Oh wow, which airline does that?" Now, the what I've actually from that what I observed is that I think United Airlines has really trained their sales associate. They have actually trained their employees so well, you know, to have like this online and offline communication. You know, they have my details and they could have, you know, they could have just decided like, oh yeah, she missed the flight, so she can actually go. But they didn't do that. They called me, you know, and booked another flight for me. So, you know, I feel like for internal branding, I think United Airlines has actually done a very good job of, you know, training their staffs. And, you know, the way the staff, the employees spoke to me, the lady spoke to me, it shows that she's happy with what she's doing. And if an organization, if there is no, you know, if an employee does not have happiness or she's not happy with what she's doing as an employee, the productivity is going to, is going to show in their customer service to their customers, and it's really going to affect the way the customers perceive their brand or their product. And from what happened, the conversation that happened between me and the employee, it shows that she's really, really happy with what she's doing. She enjoys what she's doing, and that shows that United Airlines has actually made her enjoy what she's doing. That means there's a good internal communication between her and her employer. So internal branding, I think it has to do with both it's a job between the employer and the employee, and how they actually convey it to their customers or their end user, or people that are enjoying their brand or people that are using their product. And if there is no good relationship between the employer and the employee, it's really going to tell on their brand. It's really going to tell on the way their consumers perceive their brand. And I think United Airlines has actually done a very good job, because whenever you go there, they greet you, they make you feel welcome, nobody, and the environment is always very neat and everything. So it's something that it shows that they're actually working on their internal branding, and which is a very good thing. So I don't know, Toby, will you be rounding up there? That's my own experience actually. So I don't know if you're going to be rounding up this.
Thank you, guys. Okay. So from all these experiences, there's just one prevalent theme. If there is proper internal branding in a company, it affects the way the staff will communicate with the customers. And when you have each and every member of staff who's a touch point with the user of your product or your service, when you have them as brand champions, that can save you millions from having to pay actual like brand champions or brand ambassadors, because people relate more to people who are like them, people who they view as equal to them, regular people. And when you see the member of an employee of a company being passionate about his job and working as if they could even do it for free, just being passionate because they've been trained properly and being well equipped with the right information, it just makes you want to identify more with the brand. And on that note, if you want more information on how internal branding can help improve productivity in a company, or you have any questions or inquiries, you can go to our website, which is brandaffect.ca. Brandaffect.ca. Thank you very much for your time. Good night.